Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So over the past day or so, the biggest topic of conversation in the realm of anime YouTube has been Seth the Programmer. This popular YouTuber known for his power scaling videos is currently power scaling the accusations being made against him. On Wednesday, there was a series of videos and a related Google Doc listing countless accusations made against Seth. These documents were made by fellow members of his community and victims who have brought dozens upon dozens of receipts proving that, at the very least, Seth is a toxic egomaniac, and at the maximum, Seth is a predator that has exploited and abused various people over the years. And yes, I think it's important to point out, Seth is also a well-documented anti who has regularly implied that people should be locked up over their interest in fictional content, and yet, he's the one being exposed as a real predator. I swear to God, I've been making about a video a week covering people who call others pedos over fictional content that end up being exposed as a real predator harming real underage children. Like, yeah, man, I'm sorry to insert my degenerate agenda here, but way too many coincidences to not start thinking this is a pattern. Now, you're seeing a few tweets made by Keemstar who got involved in this, and yesterday afternoon, Seth went on Keemstar's live stream and somehow managed to not only confirm some of the worst accusations, but also made himself look even worse in the process. And obviously there is so much ground to cover that I have to summarize because the Google Doc alone is over 30 pages and some of the videos covering the situation are hours long. So if you want the full story, I'll put all the relevant links in the description. So who is Seth the Programmer? Well, he's an anime YouTuber with nearly 1 million subs who is best known for his power scaling videos that pit various anime characters against each other. From a very quick glance at clips from his YouTube videos and recordings of him speaking in his Discord server, Seth is an egomaniac with an open hatred of his own community that he mocks at any given point, including some of his patrons who are giving him thousands of dollars to fund a collab video that he never followed through with.
I say that to your face. I hate y'all. I do. I hate you. And I've said it since day one. I call y'all for giving me money. I pack you on site. All we do is just talk each other. You hate me. I hate you. It's a mutual hate relationship. That's just how it is. I literally sit here call you my son. Look at Geets' dumb again. Coming in. $20. Oh, it's like clockwork. I don't give
Chill out on Geets, bro. Chill out on my Geets. But
I love Geets, but he's and I'll say that straight up.
So based on that, I guess you're more likely to wrap your head around the fact that Seth made a member of his community literally eat his own dookie to earn a higher mod position, something discussed in one of the recent exposed videos.
Yeah, so one of his main moderators, I don't want to say their name, but just because in case they're online and stuff still, I was pretty good friends with him, and yeah, basically he did make him eat poo-poo and record it for a high position of mod. There was a video linked around, I don't know if it still exists.
So now I want to address the main video exposing Seth, which comes from a YouTuber named Clyde. Clyde is not only a member of the related community, but he was also Seth's editor for several years. The hesitancy to post this video was something reflected by many individuals involved in this situation, and that had to do with the fear of their own safety and the well-beings of their own careers, given the fact that Seth is a huge influence in their community, and any attempts to cancel him could backfire very quickly on both a private and public level. Having said that, I think there's plenty of flaws with Clyde's video. It's pretty messy if I'm being honest, and it spends a lot of time focusing on personal things that could have been summarized a lot quicker. But that doesn't take away from the fact that the video contained important evidence that helped expose Seth. And that's the most important thing here. Now, a lot of the related evidence would be confirmed or at least acknowledged by Seth in his poorly advised interview with Keemstar that took place yesterday afternoon, which included quote-unquote jokes from his Discord where he talked about 4-year-old children.
Say shit like that just to make him mad. Like when I send messages like I should be able to throat fuck a 4-year-old or whatever, it was literally just like shock value humor because I was like I was growing up, like, you know what I mean? I didn't. That was it.
You made a very,
that shit I was saying.
very edgy joke.
Yes, and not only that, but I was also a debater, right? So,
Bro,
it's a debate argument community. So, and I had videos of me arguing with people on this. But not only is it like for shock value, but it's also to try to like get people to argue with me about it.
Hold up.
Yeah, man, it was just a joke when he said he wanted to sexually abuse real-life children. Don't you get the satire? Okay, dude, if this was a joke, where is the funny? Well, unsurprisingly, a joke about this type of predatory behavior makes sense for him. In this whole expose event, one of multiple victims Seth preyed on when they were only minors came forward to share the abuse she suffered at his hands, including being pressured into sharing nudes with him when she was only 16 and he was 20. The same nudes he would publicly talk about and shame her with, along with sending his friends to harass her publicly for years in the hopes of silencing her. Seriously, just listen to the reactions to this situation.
And then he got people to harass me.
Great point,
So
Keem.
that Nate guy that he said it was such a joke, well, he got Nate to harass me on my personal Facebook. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. Because for so long, no one believed me. And I tried so hard to get people to believe me, and he made fun of me for years. Even when I came out 2 years ago, when this document first came out, he got people to harass me from his server.
The reason the satire girl is so angry is because at some point, I started like making fun of her for being ugly. Like I used to make fun of her for being like a fucking 5-head, having like a big ass forehead, and she would then like ran to this group of, this is where she met Abraham, a server where everyone hated me, and I would just like talk to her about it like she was ugly, and I'm like, yeah, nice pancake areola nips, you ugly bitch or something. Like I was just being I was being a loser. What I'm saying is like, yes, I treated her like shit, right? Which is why she's trying to like turn on me at the end of this. Right?
Okay.
Seth, before you reply, let me go. Just wait, okay? I just have a hard time understanding something. How are you trying to justify asking a 16-year-old for nudes by saying that you also verbally abused a 16-year-old?
That's not at all what I was saying at all. I wasn't just.
That's what it sounded like to me, bro.
No.
You know, you really have to be a complete and utter piece of garbage to make Keemstar of all people look like a saint compared to you. Those clips we just witnessed are as disturbing as they appear. Seth admitting to not only receiving nudes from a 16-year-old when he was 20, but also trying to shame her even in that interview. And at points he even mocked the fact that she was sexually assaulted years ago. It's horrible stuff. I think a common theme of this whole Keemstar appearance is just how unhinged and embarrassing this dude is.
Way that the fucking internet and interactions worked back then was completely different than now. So no, that's not even like a equivalence at all. It's not even equal.
Seth, it doesn't matter.
Like if this was a situation now,
it doesn't matter.
People talk differently.
You're 20 years old.
You know, like iDubbbz is saying the F and the N word in his public video.
Seth,
like,
iDubbbz iDubbbz was never in a fucking Discord asking kids for fucking nudes, asking motherfuckers to eat shit and do all this stuff. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
That's not what
He also spent a lot of time in that interview excusing his own behavior, citing his rough past, and how he's growing as a person. But that's a load of BS, man. Proof of that can be found on his Twitter account, not even his main account, but his alt account, where he's been actively posting and mocking this whole situation, even retweeting evidence posted against him, and he claims in some tweets that he'll be stepping away and seeking help. But I highly doubt it. He made those tweets only hours after flexing how much money he got out of people and how he doesn't need any sort of help while he was talking with Keemstar. There's a lot more I could talk about, but you guys get the point, and I'll leave the further details to the link sources in the description. I just want to end with these concluding thoughts. Although his name has been trending for almost 48 hours now, and thousands of people have been dunking on him, including big names like Keemstar and Moist Critical, it's sad to see that this dude is still getting support. Go to any of his previous tweets and you'll see dozens of people excusing his behavior and patting him on the back, even blaming the situation on jealous haters making things up. That's why it's important to actually keep up with these things instead of just forgetting about it 2 weeks later, because I'm convinced this man will be coming back. He's not sorry for what he did, and it seems like he's getting off to all this attention, even if it's just negative attention. But that's going to do it for this video. I know it was a lot, so thanks for hanging in there with me. Again, all the related sources are in the description. Hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time.